everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Ashley, also known as Colorado Killer Queen, and I am here doing a new review for the Final Girls of Horror. Please check out, I'm going to put down in the description below, please check out all the other girls in the Final Girls of Horror. There's 10 of us now, I think, so we're growing and it's really exciting. So look below, I'm gonna put their YouTube links and their Instagram links. So I'm gonna go ahead and move right into this one because I'm actually pretty excited to talk about this movie. So this week we watched Attack of the Killer Donuts, that's right. Directed by Scott Wheeler, who did visual effects on Avalanche Sharks, which any shark movies, I think we can all agree, are amazing regardless of how terrible they are. And it's starring Kayla Compton as Michelle and Justin Ray as Johnny. This is a 2016 horror comedy. So I watched this yesterday, and throughout the movie I had many different feelings and thoughts. I wasn't sure what I was going to say in this review, honestly, but the more I think about it this morning, I've been thinking about it all morning, and now suddenly I feel like I have so much to say. So I want to start by saying there are many different movie watchers out there. Some are more analytical. I happen to be one of those that is just there for the ride. Not that I don't appreciate intelligent writing and directing, but I also really appreciate just bad movies. All right, I think most of us can agree bad movies can be really fun. And this is exactly one of those instances. This movie is ridiculous, to say the least. I'm sure you can assume that from the title, and you would be right in assuming that. It is ridiculous. Let me tell you the plot. So, when a chemical accident in a sleepy town turns ordinary donuts into bloodthirsty monsters. Unaware of the donuts' danger, Johnny, Michelle, and Howard's their best friend, sell them to unsuspecting customers. When the donuts start eating their victims, the only way the three friends can save their sleepy town is to track down the killer donuts and destroy them. So that is their mission. Find the killer donuts, destroy them. There are all sorts of bizarre, eccentric characters in this movie. Of note is the uncle, the crazy science uncle, who actually is the one that creates these killer donuts. He is wacky and just out there. There's another character, I don't remember his name, but he's like the most cliche hippie dude you can ever think of. He's that person in the movie that you're like, I hope you die. Which I know isn't very nice, but I felt that way. He just was too much. And he actually does, pause, spoilers. I need to start putting that in my description now that I'm adding some spoilers, but he does get his comeuppance. It's a great death scene. It's hilarious. I mean, you can imagine all of the death scenes in this movie are hilarious and wonderful at the same time. So, speaking of characters, I especially love there are these two cops that come in and out throughout this whole movie, and they just killed me. I found myself laughing at them pretty much every single time they were on screen. They were so funny. I loved them. So they were great. Remember that this is basically a B movie. So the acting, actually some of them are great. I think Michelle particularly is probably the best actor of them all, but there are some that are terrible. Like Johnny's mom is really hard to listen to because she's bad. And even the crazy uncle is just, everything's over the top, guys. So just keep that in mind. If you love ridiculous, this is the movie for you. I loved the scenes of the donuts attacking and or killing people. So basically, they're the donuts, and then around the middle are like teeth. So it's almost like a baby version of the Sarlacc pit in a way. They have super sharp teeth. They can fly through the air. And what they do is they land and they basically like leech on and eat you, is how the donuts get you. There's this one scene where dude opens the donut box and one of the donuts just come flying out and just cuts his hand off. Just in one sweeping motion. So funny. The gore in this is obviously very elementary, so, you know, super cheesy blood, but it was fun too. The graphics, obviously, of the donuts, you can imagine, but fun as well. So there are a couple fight scenes in this movie. The first one is between the three friends and the donuts, and it is hilarious. Johnny grabs a pan and a knife and uses them as like a sword and a shield. The friend, I think it was Howard, has a rolling pin and he like squishes one of the donuts on the ground and like rolls it over. It's so ridiculous. And then the final fight scene, I don't want to go too much into it because it's a fun one as well. Just off the handle. There's basically, they walk into the donut shop and there are just donuts flying everywhere. Like, if you've ever seen Harry Potter, and if you haven't, don't know if we could be friends, but if you've ever seen Harry Potter, it's like when they were down in trying to find the Philosopher's Stone and all those keys that Harry had to fly through to open the next door. That's what it was like. It was just completely surrounded by donuts. Nerd alert. Anyways, so let me see. My favorite line from the movie, I specifically wrote this down because it made me laugh really hard. "You've turned harmless, tasty donuts into killers." Johnny says that to his uncle, and that just made me laugh so hard. It's just, again, I can't say how ridiculous this movie is. Finally, this also has a love story tangled in there. So, you know, it's a mixture of ridiculous, the donuts attacking, but there's also this love story between, you know, the friend who loves the other friend. He's in love with another girl, that sort of thing. So there is a love story involved, so that's a little cute. But other than that, you guys, this movie, I had so much fun watching it. The first part of it, when it first started, I was like, oh my God, how am I gonna get through this? This is brutal already. But as it continues, it just slowly grows on you. So again, if you like terrible, terrible B movies, if you love horror comedies, if you just want a night of ridiculous fun with your friends, check out Tubi, find this movie and watch it. You'll have so much fun, I promise you. Just go into it remembering it is not to be taken seriously, it is ridiculous, but in a super fun way. So I really enjoyed this one. I hope you guys check it out. If you do, leave me comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Any of your support is always very much appreciated. And also check out the Final Girls of Horror. Again, I'll put all our links below. We do have an Instagram account for the group, and we do live streams once a month. So check out our Instagram, keep up to date on all our activities, check out all the other girls' reviews, and have a very, very wonderful rest of your Friday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you next week.